Hello, dear students. A river cut down the rock. A river cut down the rock not because of its power, but because of its continuous persistence. Similarly, guys, if you want to cut down gate, that means crack the gate exam, then guys, a continuous hard work, consistency in the right direction is required. Not only gate, but to crack any competitive exam, the hard work, that means concepts and practice, should be done in the right direction. Now, all the civil and mechanical gate 2025 aspirants, for strength of materials, we are not right now doing the hard work, but we will be showing you the right direction, the weightage analysis, the important topics, the books that can be referred. What are the topics that are frequently asked? What are topics that are not as much frequently asked as some other topics? So in this session, guys, not concepts, not practice, but we will be showing you the right direction for doing the hard work in strength of materials. So guys, me, Abhinav Negi and Dheeraj sir, welcome you all in this first session of GATE 2025. That is the foundation course where we are teaching each and every subject, to be very frank and transparent with you, not the complete subject, but yes, the important topics. And yes, we will ignite your engine that will help you to move ahead. Now let us go directly to the master himself, Dheeraj sir.
Thank you, sir. So, like sir have already told you, actually, whenever we start a preparation for any examination or anything, we should know about like previous year's trends. Also, we should know the strategy that how we are going to move. Otherwise, if you are not planning properly, then definitely it is you have already planned for failure. So that is why this session is becoming important, because for you it may be first time, for us it is not. So that is basically you can say the role of ours in your journey, that we will guide you that what is the right path, how you shall move on, so that you can get the success. So guys, in this session, definitely it is a strategic session which will tell you, like, if you want to be the master of SOM, what should be your strategy for that? And if you want to pick the topics from where more frequently questions are asked, this session will make you capable of that. So that is why it is going to be a wonderful session. And like sir have told you, the kind of foundation course when we are talking about, this will make you prepare for one thing, that like let us say first chapter simple stress and strain sir is starting. So when you will study here, you will get to know how you have to cover a particular topic, what are the various aspects of those topics where you need to concentrate on to. So all those things when you will be knowing, then even other topics when you will start preparing, you would be having those all types of questions in your mind, that how to cover those things, what kind of questions can be framed. So all those things will be coming into your mind. So we are actually preparing you like ready for preparation, you can say in that. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, guys, before I tell you the schedule and the format of this series and the how to unlock this SOM, let me tell you some other things also, guys. Okay, this is about me. Those who don't know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Abhinav Negi. I have 12 plus years of teaching experience. Done my MTech from IIT Delhi. Got All India rank 164 in 2012. You have to score a better rank than this. And guys, mentored more than 1 lakh students in offline and online. This is my email ID, abhinav.negi@byjus.com, and you can join my Telegram group, Civil by Abhinav sir, as well. Okay, already guys, more than 6,000 students have joined here. So you can also join the Telegram group. That is a two-way discussion. That is Civil by Abhinav sir. Okay. Let us, Dheeraj sir will also introduce, then we'll be having some more things, and then we are coming directly to the strength of material. Over to you,
Yes.
sir.
So guys, I am having around 11 plus years of experience. Here, misprint is there. Okay. So 11 plus years of experience I have in this field of gate and engineering services, like sir I have told. And I have done my master's from NIT Bhopal and cracked many examinations, written my research and review paper. Even you can search by my name on Google, you will get a lot of papers for free as well. And guys, these are my areas of expertise. And if you are talking about the Telegram channel links, Mechanical by Dheeraj Sardana is my Telegram channel, where you will get handwritten notes of all the topics, all the subjects, and also the daily classroom PDF, notifications coming for exam, and all other required stuff for your preparation. So those things you will be getting. So over to you, sir.
So guys, there is a scholarship test that is on 14th of April. If you want to enroll in BYJU'S, you can give this test and get up to 90%, 80%, 70% discount. That depends on how much you are scoring here. This test will be on 14th April and it will be on app, guys. Okay. Now, guys, this is a workshop that was today. If you want to see, you can see it now as well. Preparation strategy to crack GATE 2025 in one shot. Ground Zero series we are running on app where we are studying, we are teaching the first unit of each and every subject for free. You can join this Ground Zero series on app. Like strength of material is going at 4:30 p.m. and I'm teaching highway at 5:30 p.m. on the app. Now, guys, if you want to enroll in Byju's, then Vision 2025 and 26. Vision means the complete course. We are teaching from basic level, low level, guys. The complete course. It is not a crash course, guys. Full-fledged course for 2025 and 26 sprints. This is available in English and Hindi both. Anything you want to inquire about this, then guys, you can connect at this number, or there is a description, there is a Google form. You can fill that and they have a one-to-one counseling with our counselor. Guys, now what about this foundation course? Let me tell you guys, every week a subject will be done. Not complete. And I'm not saying that we will not be taking this subject again. Guys, let me tell you, up to 2025, more than 80 to 90 classes of SOM will be done. But this time it will be only for 1 week. Like tomorrow, it will be stress and strain basics and deformation of bar day after that. This will be, both the sessions will be at 9 p.m. guys on YouTube. Okay. This is on 12th of March and then 13th of March. 12th of March and then it will be 13th of March. It will be the strength of material. Then after, guys, in weekend,
Sir,
Saturday and
sir,
Sunday.
I would like to add, sir, I have written this.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So guys, for Saturday, Sunday, I will be taking class on Saturday, Sunday. On Saturday, I will be teaching you the stress strain diagram. And Sunday, you will be getting properties of materials, which will be definitely the properties which we are going to teach with respect to stress strain diagram as well. And guys, in this sessions, theory plus numerical, both things we will be covering. The timing will be same. Okay. So that is about my sessions. So this will also tell you the way we are going ahead for every topic. Yes, sir, over to you.
Okay. So guys, like this is the schedule of the strength of materials. Okay. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and weekend by Dheeraj sir. Then guys, our next week, another subject will be done. Like for civil, it will be environment for Richa ma'am from Monday. And for mechanical, it will be thermodynamics by Vipin sir. Okay, so every week one subject will be done. Now your question will be, sir, in 1 week one subject will not be done. Yes, correct. So guys, we are not saying that STROM we are taking only in this 1 week. Of course, there are 50 more weeks to go before GATE 2025. So therefore, the many SOM classes will be there. Okay, so this is just a beginning, guys. Some topics will be teaching in this week of SOM. Then of course, again in the next week, the subject will be coming. For civil, it will be environment. For mechanical, it will be by Vipin sir. Then again, SOM will be coming, guys. Don't worry about that. Okay, so every week we are taking, and of course, the topics will be taking like not like randomly. We'll be taking the topics of the first chapter only. Okay. Now, guys, over to Dheeraj sir. This is our topic. This will be on Tuesday at 9 p.m. I will be taking, and this is on Wednesday at 9 p.m. I will be taking. Yes, sir.
So guys, this is the syllabus for GATE. You can say the strength of material, stress and strain, elastic constant, Poisson ratio, Mohr circle for plane stress and strain condition, thin cylinder, shear force diagram, bending moment diagram, bending and shear stresses, concept of shear center, deflection of beams, torsion, Euler's theory of column, energy method, thermal stress strain, gauges and Rosette testing of materials. So I would like to tell you, for mechanical and civil, almost the syllabus is same. For GATE and engineering services, almost the syllabus is same. Only there is one topic, that is testing of hardness and impact strength. This topic is going to be there only for mechanical peoples. Okay. So all other topics will be common for both mechanical and civil, and syllabus is same for GATE and engineering services. Only the way of asking question is different for GATE and engineering services. So when we will be teaching you, this will be covered for all the examination where technically strength of material is the part of syllabus. Sir.
Okay. Now, guys, let me tell you about the weightage of strength of material for the civil engineering student, guys. If you see the average weightage of last 5 to 9 years, then strength of material is usually coming around 5 to 6 marks. Okay, this is coming around 5 to 6 marks. Of course, guys, for civil engineers, the geotech and environment are of high weightage. Okay, geotech, environment, and transportation. This will be carrying approximately, guys, 35% of the weightage will be here in these three subjects, and of course, 15 will be aptitude and mathematics. So, geotech, transportation, environment, maths, aptitude will be carrying around 50 to 55% weightage, and all other subjects, including some, will be 40%. But let me tell you guys, for a civil engineer and also for mechanical engineer, when you decide the order of the subjects, guys, then strength of material, engineering mechanics, or fluid mechanics should be the first one. The reason being very simple, because the subjects like for civil structure analysis, RCC, and steel will only be understood when you do strength of materials. Similarly, for mechanical, machine design plus few parts of production will only be understood when you have a basic or a clear knowledge of strength of material. So strength of material is basic subjects not only for civil but also for mechanical branch, because other subjects are related to this. For getting strength of materials, no knowledge of other subject is required. Okay, this can be taken as a first subject as well. Although I recommend that if you do engineering mechanics prior to this, it's good. It's good. Although if you have not done engineering mechanics before this, still you can go with the strength of materials, but you can go with engineering mechanics as well. Okay, so this is the weightage of strength of materials, 4 to 5 marks. But guys, you cannot check the importance of strength of materials from 4 to 5 marks, because these 4 to 5 marks are here. But the weightage here in the structural analysis, in the steel, in structural analysis is indirectly of strength of material only. Okay, these subjects will only be understood when you do strength of material. Okay, apart from strength of material, guys, in civil engineering there is no other basic subjects. Once you do strength of material, then you can do this, 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 any other subject in any order, in any order. Okay, just strength of material is the basic subject. Now, guys, for mechanical, sir will be telling about the weightage of strength of material in various years. Then, of course, for civil also, I'll be telling you.
Yes. So guys, you can see, if you see, I'm having weightage from 2015. You can see it is in set 1 it was 5, then 12, then 3, then 11, then 10, then 8, then 13, 6, 8. So you can see here we are getting various because at that time paper was offline, number of candidates were more, and because of that various sets were there. In online also various sets were there because number of students were more. But if you see the recent year weightage, like if you see in 2023, you can see 14 marks, in 2022 10 marks, then 6 marks, 7 marks. So if you see the average of last 10 to 12 years, then I would like to tell you strength of material is coming for 8 to 10 marks. Okay, and the reason for high weightage is, as sir was saying, there are various subjects which are depending on this. Like one is machine design, other is metal forming, specifically from production part. So they are depending on strength of material. So that is why the weightage for strength of material is always coming more, like 8 to 10 is a good weightage. Even in civil, like sir, 6 to 8 sir was saying, so 6 to 8% is a decent weightage, and for technical, if you see out of 72, it may go up to 8 to 10%. So that is a decent one. Okay, so that is why this is an important fundamental subject which you have to do. Otherwise, you cannot crack the interviews as well. So over to you, sir.
Okay. Now, guys, if I tell you for both branches, civil and mechanical, then what is the weightage of various topics of strength of material, like properties of material, SFD, BMD, deflection, principal stresses, combined stresses, bending stresses, shear stress, torsion, column, and thin cylinder, guys. Then the topics like principal stresses, deflection, and properties of material, that includes stress strain curve, that includes thermal stresses, that includes Poisson ratio. Okay, so first chapter, that is stress and strain curve, and deflection and transformation of stress will carry almost 60% of the weightage in GATE, of course in other exams also. So from these three topics, if you see last 8 to 9 years, guys, again the same topics like properties of material, deflection, principal stresses are very, very important, and of course SFD, BMD also. Let me tell you, in last 3-4 years, in every set of civil engineering, the question of transformation of stress is there. Morning shift, evening shift, both transformation of stress, and this I am observing from last 4 years. Okay, this principal stress, or you can call it transformation of stress. Apart from that, one more topic which was very less in last few years in both civil and mechanical, the thin cylinder. But the question is asked every second year from thin cylinder. Okay, not thick is not very frequently asked, but thin cylinder in both civil and mechanical. So this topic, thin and cylinder, the weightage has been increased in last few years, and of course the weightage of properties of material, principal stress and deflection is increased. वो पहले से ही बढ़ी हुई थी. Okay, guys, everyone. Now about this is for structures, guys. Now, guys, okay, what is strength of material? What we will be studying in this subject? We'll be studying about the deformable bodies. Okay, this is, guys, whatever physics you have studied till now, that physics is a rigid body physics. Okay, in your 11th and 12th class now, in your 11th and 12th class, okay, whatever the physics you have studied, that physics assumes a body to be a rigid body, except the fluid mechanics chapter, okay, and stress strain chapter. The everything we are assuming to be a rigid body there, okay. But in strength of material, you assume the body to be deformable. Now, what is the difference? Suppose this is a body, and let it, body can be in any shape, and there are 2 points A and B. Now you apply force in this body in any direction, any number of forces in any direction, in any magnitude. I'm again repeating, any number of forces in any direction, in any magnitude. If the relative position of A and B are not changing, okay, the distance is not increasing, distance is not decreasing, the orientation is not changing, then guys, this is a rigid body. Okay, and rigid body is a pure assumption. Everything, the length changes or shape changes or orientation changes. That change may be very, very insignificant, but yes, it occurs. Like in summers, the length of this marker increased alpha delta t, but that is not visible by our naked eyes because that is very minute. Okay, so rigid body is just an assumption. Now, the real physics you will be studying deformable physics. Okay, when you apply the force and orientation of the point changes, that is a deformable physics. Either they come closer, move apart, or orientation is changing. Okay, that is a deformable physics. Over to Dheeraj sir.
Yes, so as sir have beautifully explained about the deformation of bar, now we are talking about the sequence of the topics. Okay, so in the sequence, whenever we are talking about like first of all, we have to study the stress and strain because in the 11th class you have studied the solid mechanics part. There you just define stress and strain, not go much beyond that. Okay, so here we will be starting with stress and strain, and we will see the various relations between stress and strain. What are elastic constants? And also their own relations, and also how we can find out or calculate the stresses with the help of the measurement of strain. Then guys, we will be entering into SFD BMD. This is the favorite part of Abhinav sir also. So then we will be having shear force diagram, bending moment diagram. Then we will be having the bending stresses. After that, the shear stresses. So here, and here, what we are doing, we are studying the stresses individually. Okay, first we are studying the stresses because of forces in this chapter. Then we are going to see the stress because of bending couple here. Then we are going to see the stress because of shear force here. So individual study, when it will be completed, then we will be going to accumulate all the types of stresses together to understand the principal stresses or transformation of stresses. And guys, then we will study torsion, which is going to be the shear stresses because of twisting couples. Like here we are going to study because of bending couples. Then guys, there is a topic, theories of failure. Actually, this is a topic which is going to join design with the SOM. Okay, so how the things are going to be designed, that is how is connected with the SOM. Like you can say, when you go to the doctor, you are telling your problems and doctor is giving you solution. So you can see that solution part when we are reaching there. So that is the bridge to that solution part, theories of failure. Okay, then guys, we are talking about the columns, where we will be talking about specific members which are axially compressive loading member, that is columns, majorly used in the civil engineering applications. And at the you can say after that, spring, shear center and combined stresses. Combined stresses means here bending and torsional, if combinedly are acting, what we will do. And spring, you know, is a mechanical element, like column is a structural member. So guys, after that we will be going to the pressure vessels. You know, they are used to handle the fluids basically. And then we will be having the slope and deflection. So guys, this is the, you can say, a kind of sequence which is generally followed. And when we are talking about the importance wise, that sir have already told you. So this is how generally things are followed in any of the textbook. Now sir will be telling you a very important point. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, guys, what are the topics? You have understood the sequence, guys. In this sequence, you should study. Now, what are the topics, guys? These all Y clear topics is in both GATE and ESE. But theory of failure is only in ESE for civil engineer students, and that too from last 2-3 years only. But for mechanical guys, all our mechanical students, they must study theory of failures also for GATE also, because in SOM to aega hi aega, but machine design there the totally it is depending on theory of failure. So
Sir,
guys,
even I would like to add here कि when we talk about theory of failure in GATE syllabus for mechanical, theory of failure is mentioned in machine design. It is not mentioned in SOM.
okay,
Although we
okay,
study in SOM because otherwise you will not be able to enter into the machine design. So
okay.
yes, sir. Over to you.
Okay. So guys, for civil engineering, theory of failures is not in the GATE syllabus, but if you're preparing for engineering services, you should do, because it is not a very big part. So these are in GATE and ESE, and that is only in ESE. Now guys, these topics, column, spring, shear center, combined stress, pressure and pressure vessels, the questions are usually will be asked in objective only. Okay. Although if somebody wants to make that, we cannot stop him. We cannot stop him from making the subjective problem. Okay, even the subjective problem can be asked from here also. But usually we'll be expecting objective problems from here. And if you're preparing for mains or subjective of any other exam, then usually the subjective questions will be coming from stress and strain, SFD, BMD, bending stresses, shear stresses, principal stresses, torsion, theory of failures, or slope and deflection. Usually the subjective questions from be there. Now about the length of the syllabus, guys, the biggest subject is the first chapter, stress and strain, which includes stress and strain curve, which includes Poisson ratio, which includes thermal stresses, which include deformation of bar, which includes elastic constants and everything. Okay, then after that, SFD, BMD, bending stresses and principal stresses are the second biggest subjects. Then after that, guys, shear stress and torsion. And then, okay, this is also the second biggest, slope and deflection. And then these subjects can be done in, guys, in couple of days also. Okay. Now, sir will be telling the important topics for civil and mechanical both.
Yes. So guys, sir have already mentioned one thing. Ki sir was observing from last 4 years that questions are coming from this topic, transformation of stresses. This is very, very important topic for mechanical and civil both. Even if you see mechanical also, every year you will find one question from this. In civil also, questions are coming regularly and every year. So guys, this is going to be the most important part. You must be aware of a word known as Mohr circle. So that is coming in that chapter only. Second important thing is stress strain curve. Stress strain curve is also becoming very, 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 very important for engineering services point of view, because ESC people are generally asking some theory questions as well, which are very beautifully framed from the stress strain diagram. And then guys, third one is slope and deflection. Slope and deflection is a topic where you can say this is if mechanical will be asking one question from this, in civil you may find sometime two questions from the same chapter are also framed though. So slope and deflection is going to be very, very important topic, okay, for both mechanical and civil. And if you find the PYQs trend like last 30 years, then yes, you will find more questions in civil. In mechanical like 20 question, in civil like 30 question, that kind of trend you will find. And when we are talking about bending stresses, okay, so after that the last important topic is bending stresses, where we are going to see the bending moment and its applications. And now sir will be telling you some beautiful things.
Okay. Now, guys, if you're preparing for GATE and in ESC both, then what are the topics that are in GATE and ESC both? What are the topics that are only in ESC? What are the topics that are only in GATE? If there is something like that also. That a complete session, guys, I have taken on YouTube. So the same thumbnail will be there. You can search it. Okay, Abhinav Negi, Byjus and GATE and ESC differences or similarity. And you will get, for every subject, you will get a detail like this. What are the topics that are in GATE and ESC both? What are the topics that are only in ESC? And what are the topics that are only in GATE? There is nothing like that in strength of material. Okay. So for every topic, for every subject of civil engineering, I have done this analysis. And let me tell you guys, whatever the sessions I have taken whenever I have online in last 3-4 years, the maximum time in my mail, abhinav.negi@byjus.com, or in my Telegram group, Civil by Abhinav Sir, student has asked about this PDF, because this I have made of my own. Okay, for each and every subject of civil engineering. So all those students who are preparing for GATE and ESC, they can take this, or if you are only preparing for GATE also, then also you can take it. You can ask for this PDF in my Telegram, in my mail ID, abhinav.negi@byjus.com. For every subject, the data is like this. Now, what books should be studied, guys? Let me tell you, this is the book only book which I have studied complete, irrespective of seeing the syllabus. what is the syllabus or not. That much enjoyed, I enjoyed while studying this while I was in BTech. Okay, I have not checked that this is not in gate, this is gate, this is in ESE. I studied that book like I'm studying for strength of material. Same is this book by Dheeraj sir. Okay, so Dheeraj sir will be more describing about these two books, but let me tell you that students, even you are studying this book or any other subject, any other book, but fourth for civil and mechanical, the whole book is not required, because from a book only 60 to 70% are the things that are related to competition exam. So if you want to be, guys, you don't want to be a teacher like us now. If you want to be, then you can study whole book also. Otherwise, for GATE and ESE preparation, guys, only the selective study within the boundary of the syllabus you have to study. So even if you are preparing and referring these books, then only some part. Then what is the specialty of this book? Which book is good for theories and numericals? That, of course, the Dheeraj will be telling better.
So, guys, like sir was saying about like sir's favorite is the first one. Okay. So, and sir was saying my favorite is second one. Yes, it is correct. So the point is this whenever we are talking about Gary and Timoshenko, or it is R.C. Hibbeler, both are foreign authors books and both are describing the things very nicely. Okay, but actually the point is everybody may have his own, like किसी को language का अलग preference लग सकता है, maybe किसी को conceptual clarity better लग सकती है. So that depending on that, sir is liking that and I was liking that. So what I found better in this book is like the explanations of the concept and like the distribution of stress, why they are showing, how they are showing, the way like in the 3 dimension things are mentioned. So you can see very nicely it is. Okay, but I will not tell you that or not suggest you that purchase both the books. They are not required. Okay, only one book you can refer of your choice. Both are good books. Okay, and like sir was saying, sir's favorite is this, mine favorite is it, but both are good books. I have also referred both because in teaching, sir also is referring 4 or 5 books. I also referring many books, but we have one, you can say one favorite of ours. Okay, so likewise, this is the case. But any of one book you purchase, do not go for all the books. And if you're following us, then you will be getting the content which you may not get in a single book, because as your teachers are referring many books, after that we are giving you something wonderful. Yes, sir.
Okay, now guys, about the weightage analysis of strength of material in last 3 years, it is around, guys, you can see average is around 6 to 7 marks. Okay, the strength of material out of 100 marks of GATE is 6 to 7 marks, guys, and in objective, in engineering service objective, guys, out of the 300 marks paper, 150 question in engineering services, every question is of 2 marks. Okay, you can see my session also. I've just taken for 1 year preparation strategy for GATE and ESE 2025. I've just taken 2 weeks before. Okay, there I have told every pattern, cut off, everything. For ESE, guys, in objective out of 300, you can expect around 25 marks. That is around 12 to 15 questions from strength of material. And in subjective, guys, you can expect around 60 to 70 marks from strength of material. Okay, 60 to 70 marks out of the 300 mark paper 1 of strength of material. In objective, you can expect around 25 to 30 marks. Now, these 6 marks are of strength of material, guys, but this structural analysis, if I take average 4 marks, directly depending on strength of material. Are steel, average 2 to 3 marks, directly depending on strength of material. RCC, around 5 to 6 marks, directly depending on strength of material. So, itself strength of material का weightage जो होगा, strength of material का weightage suppose 6 to 7 marks है, but structure के 3 to 4 marks, RCC 6 to 7 marks, and steel 2 to 4 marks. These 11 marks are directly depending on SOM. So SOM will fetch you 6 to 7 marks here plus 12 to 13 marks here. Even a few chapters of highway engineering and geotech, shear strength chapter is also related to SOM, but I am counting only those subjects, structure, RCC, steel, which are directly, and 80 to 90% topics will be related to SOM only. Okay. Now, Dheeraj sir will be telling about mechanical engineering.
So guys, this is the 2024, you can see the weightage analysis. Okay, so we have mentioned why, like NAT, MCQ, MSQ, everything, 3 types of questions are coming. Like in NAT, you have to do like fill in the blanks. In MCQ, one option is correct. MSQ, more than one option can be correct. And you can see these are the number of questions: 24 for NAT, 39 for MCQ, 2 for MSQ. So here, if you will see strength of material, if you see here, 4 questions of 2 marks were there in NAT. And 1 question of MSQ was there. So you can say 5 into 2, 10 marks were straight away asked. And I would like to tell you one more thing, like when you go to manufacturing. Here, no doubt, whatever 18, 20 marks weightage is there, out of that, 4 marks are directly depending on strength of material. Plus, machine design part is also totally depending on strength of material. Okay. So it is like if you don't know SOM and you are going to machine design, is like you are not knowing what your pain is and you are going to doctor. Doctor is asking what is the problem and you are silently sitting there. That is the point. Okay. So without SOM, MD, you cannot study. And in machine design, like this year, if you will see, the weightage was approximately, you can say 4 to 5 marks. Generally, it is 4 to 5 marks every year. So you can see those entire marks are depending on strength of material. And third and very important thing is the interview. In interview, rarely any interview will be there where you will not be asked anything from strength of material. So that is why it is going to be required a lot. Okay. So you can see this is about the weightage analysis. So approximately 18 to 20 marks are going to be affected by strength of material.
Okay, guys. So you can join us on our Telegram groups, that is Civil by Abhinav sir, or for mechanical students, you can join Mechanical by
By
Dheeraj sir.
Dheeraj Sardana, sir. Sir नहीं
Dheeraj
आएगा,
sir.
only Dheeraj Sardana.
Okay. So famous personalities, guys. Sir is not coming like you generally call Narendra Modi, not Modi sir, Modi ji.
नहीं सर, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है ये.
Okay, so guys, you can join Telegram group Civil by Abhinav sir or Mechanical by Dheeraj sir, or you can mail us on the mail IDs. Okay, and guys, this will be the session on Tuesday, tomorrow 9 p.m. Okay, this is tomorrow 9 p.m. guys on YouTube. The first session stay in basic, and this will be on Wednesday 9 p.m. And then of course in the weekends, Dheeraj sir will be taking two other topics for strength of material. And in this foundation course, next week it will be thermodynamics for mechanicals and environment for civil. Then again, next week, a different subject will be done. I'm again saying, guys, if you are saying that only, sir, 1 week, how SOM will be completed? Let me tell you guys, we are not taking SOM only 1 week. Of course, till your gate exam, will tell more than 70 to 80 classes of strength of material only. So don't worry about that. And if you want to enroll in our courses, as I told earlier, then you can enroll in the courses. Over to you, sir.
And guys, I would like to add, like for courses, many students are asking, sir, you are only teaching in English, so it is not like that. In the vision batches, we have separate batches for English students, separate for Hindi. So whatever you prefer, you can go for. So language is not a bar actually. We are generally following English on YouTube because everybody can understand that language. But for paid courses, we have separate batch for English and English. So you can prefer that. And guys, one
Okay.
last thing is you can also join on app 4:30 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. Our sessions are going on.
Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you all. Wish you all the best. And we are always with you for your upcoming GATE and engineering services and other technical exam preparation. In this whole journey, this is the first session, guys. So you can ask your YouTube seniors also that how much we helped them till the GATE and ESC and other exams, whether it is about the cutoff, whether it is about some important update, whether it is about the previous year paper. Of course, GATE and ESC previous year paper are readily available, but other previous year papers also we have solved, either it is HPCL or it is ISRO or anything. Okay, so this is one complete solution for civil and mechanical. If you have not subscribed, if you wish, you can subscribe. Otherwise, rather than subscribing, watching the session is more important. Okay. Thank you, guys. Wish you all the best. And we both, me and Dheeraj sir, will always be with you throughout your journey, guys.